So this is the second part of the containers lesson, and now I would like to introduce you to the dictionary type. It is the only built-in type in Python that works as a mapping, meaning that you have keys that can map to any arbitrary value. You cannot have the same key present in the dictionary, but you can have the same value mapped to different keys. This is to say that keys must be unique. To take it from the previous Dave and Chris's ongoing pub adventures, think of dictionaries as the menu at the pub. You can have the items' names, keys, and their respective prices or description values. You cannot have the same beer with two prices, but you can definitely have multiple beers with the same price. Dictionaries are mutable in the sense that you can add and remove keys from them. Remember the whole hash topic we just covered? Well, to take from its definition, a dictionary object maps hashable values to arbitrary values. Let me give you an example. In this dictionary, I create my premium collection of clothes. Why premium? Well, because I like to think I dress well even though I have the same 3 t-shirts on rotation. The collection is composed of keys, t-shirt, pants, and cap. Note that both keys, t-shirt, and cap are allowed to share the same value, in this case, the color red. It's probably a good time to explain how dictionaries can be built. We use comma-separated elements with curly braces. Each element of the dictionary is composed with a key-value pair that is linked using the colon character. Here I have colors in text format as the values of my keys, but dictionaries accept pretty much anything as values, which makes them highly flexible. Similar to the other data types we've seen so far, you can build a dictionary. However, if you do this, they can no longer be separated by a hyphen, as it was the case of t-shirts. Now you either have the word together, or you can use underscores as a separator. It's just one of those Python quirks, I'm afraid. There are other ways to build dictionaries, but for the sake of saving time, I'll link the mapping documentation in this lesson's description. At this point, you may be wondering what sort of operations we can do with dictionaries. To start off, we can add and remove key value pairs from them. For example, if I want to add a jacket to my outfit, I can simply call the dictionary name with the new jacket key in brackets, and then assign the value for that key. To delete a pair, I simply need to call the del keyword along with the dictionary name and the key that I want to delete in brackets. If you try to delete a key that doesn't exist, you will see that Python throws a key error. Now, if I specifically want to access the pants value, I will use the get function by typing the name of the dictionary, which is my object, then dot, then the get function. Note that now we use parentheses and not brackets. That's because we are calling a function, get, which requires parentheses. We use the brackets in dictionaries only to work directly with the keys. It's similar to lists where we use brackets to call the values associated with the specific indexes, remember? Also, similar to the previous chapter, here we can use the membership properties in and not in to check if a key is present in the dictionary. For example, I can check if the shoes are in my clothes dictionary by simply typing shoes in clothes. I tend to walk barefoot most of the time. The link in the description will forward you to the full list of methods that you can call using dictionaries. For now, I only want to mention the update method to update key value pairs. Here, I call the update function and inside set my new key value pair within curly braces. You can update more than one value at once by simply having more key value pairs separated by comma. Remember that you can always check things online, in the official documentation, in forums, or even by using ChatGPT or another LLM, for example. I really recommend searching on your own because this will give you the autonomy to learn in the future whenever you are working with something new. With the collections out of the way, we have now finished the section on data types. Congratulations! Really, we've covered plenty of different built-in types, but also some of Python's quirks along the way. In the next lesson, we'll start a brand new section in which we finally start to program one thing or two. Stay tuned.